Hello, everybody. Welcome. What was a psych investigator? So let's do the protection because we'll have a test topic today. I'd like to ask for protection, a beautiful ray of light coming on top of my head as I breathe in. I fill my lungs as I breathe out. I create a circle. I create a circle. I step into it. I step into it. I feel protected. I feel connected. I like to ask that information come only from the highest sources, that I create the good and only the good, and so it is. Okay, so guys, today I have a interesting topic. It's a lot of different pieces of news at once, um, but it has to do with the upcoming week. Okay, so I was talking to somebody today, and we were talking about the several developments related to the so-called Ukraine peace plan that it turns out was hatched in Miami with Jared Kushner, Woodcoff, and Kirill Dmitriev. So, and this is a video, the video I did just before this one talks about this exclusively. And today, more and more is coming out, and the Europeans have again sided with Ukraine, and now the story is coming out. Okay, so just 1 second. So, guys, about 3.5 hours have passed since I paused the video at the beginning. I paused the video just when it started to ring. I don't know if the recording was picked up. WhatsApp call. I had the conversations with Karina. So then I got distracted, and I really felt like I still have to talk about this. Okay. My vengeance. So I think I stopped the video when I was telling you about a conversation I had where I picked up these the image of these explosions that I thought was Russia. And I saw Putin, like for some reason, because I was looking, initially it was about this whole thing that's happening, the more and more comes out about the way Russia manipulated this whole deal, quote unquote. It's becoming more and more ridiculous how the US was used, right? And also, I was asking about this coming weekend. I'm sorry, week, which is Thanksgiving on Thursday. So, so basically, what happened was I swear I saw like a block on that represented to me Thursday. It's one of those things when you see it, like it's not I was like looking for a particular day, but I saw it. After that, I saw Putin transparent. And I've said this before, when I see people that look transparent to me, that means they're leaving this plane soon. They're leaving Earth soon. And it's not something to look for. Okay, it just comes. And oh, that's right. I think I was also thinking of Thursday because that's the deadline that Trump gave to Zelensky. Okay. So this was now I saw these explosions and I saw this like a big building being explosion and Putin being rattled, like shaken up as if there had been in fact an explosion. And to me, that was significant. And I asked myself, could it be that it was NATO? For some reason because I did see Mark Rutte somehow. So 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 that was that. And I talked to Kathy Beal. She had done a reading. She has these special cards that that like I had to see. I think I hope she's okay with me. Just 1 second. Um no. So this is from Kathy. Okay, Kathy did this reading. It's not my reading. I asked her. We were texting, and and she did the reading, and that's the cards. Okay. And I thought it was interesting because in this set of cards, I don't know what they are. I think she told me that it's from Australia, something like that. Like they even have a card for rockets, SpaceX. So according to this, right, this thing, the reading here, it would suggest that they would do something to satellites of Elon Musk, meaning they could strike down something. Okay. So just because I really have this feeling that something could happen again, I don't, when I have these visions, it maybe sometimes it's like it doesn't happen exactly at the same time. But then I was talking, so I talked to Corinne about it. I talked to Kathy and I talked to somebody else. And really, when you think about it, if trash is leaving and it looks very likely, okay, then sure, because we're close to, the, I mean, the idea that he's going to be around in January seems strange, honestly. And so really, I think it could happen. Like something, I feel something big, something unexpected happening at the end of this week. And and I feel like it will trigger the experience of this finally something happening. Now let's see, let's look at the cards. And I was just remembering how I talked to Kathy. And when I asked directly, is there going to be an attack in Russia or oh, and the other thing, guys, oh, I didn't even tell you this. And I may not, I think I'm going to come back tomorrow and ask these other questions just because I don't want to get into too much detail. I just want to focus on the big picture now. Because one, there are news in France. A very high-ranking military person in France told the country to get ready to prepare themselves to eventually lose young men to war to defend to war in Ukraine, defending Ukraine. One, two. Russia has been proven that Russia is directly involved with this big derailment of trains in Poland. There have been drone attacks in the Netherlands as well. It closed an airport. There's a city called Eindhoven. It's closer to the Belgium border, close to Antwerp-ish. So like right below. And so all these things combined, I feel like is this the time when I see them finally doing something? Because all the channels that cover the war that are on Ukraine's side show that Russia really is in disarray. They have all kinds of economic problems. There's sanctions, there are problems for them selling their oil, right? So it just feels like if there's a time to attack, that's it. And and in a way you think, okay, so if the US is going, if Trump succeeds in making the US go for Russia, I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. And you saw this just with the situation happening. Okay. And so let me just ask this question. Okay. All right. So, okay, let's see here. So let's say, is there a chance that NATO could attack Russia by the end of the Thanksgiving week? If not, then please tell us, give us other information. Okay. All right. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, factions. Interesting. Manipulation. Oh, be careful what you wish for. Okay. Interesting. Shuffle right, but just all right. So again, would it be far away? Really worried? Oh, prison, military. So it did pop out here, military. Interesting. Okay, so the question is, could prison? Okay, then health or news. Okay, secret news of the secret. That's right. Hmm. Fortune, money, loyalty, sadness. Okay. Manipulation, worried about news about this he's loyal to. Faraway factions. Now, this could be also land, territory. That's right. Prison, luxury prison, secret, the sadness. So I see that it's saying Trump is likely to get into a situation that is very dangerous because he feels cornered, essentially. Honestly, it's not exactly what I was thinking or was expecting or something like that. But what can you tell me? Okay. Um, so tell me about, okay. Okay. Tell me about this upcoming week. Okay. All right. Mm, yes, love, getting, but somebody wanted to take some to greed. Oh, cutting something. Cutting something that's been stable. Hmm. Child. Okay, child. Hope. Marriage. Ideas. Okay, hope, marriage, ideas. Man. Meeting. Another man. Okay, gift. Theft. Okay. Now, the child, honestly, it could represent both the Epstein, but also J.D. Vance. And J.D. Vance was highly involved in this, um, and the call with the Ukraine situation. Okay. So tell me about the upcoming week. That's right. It's saying that it tells me that they will no longer be able to keep playing both sides, pretending to be working for Ukraine when we know that they are very much working against against Ukraine, like they're doing the opposite of what they're actually saying. Okay. Now, what is happening to Trump? And then what is happening to Vance? What is happening to Trump this coming week? And Putin also have asked. Okay. Okay. So what about this week? Trump. Mm, okay. No severe issues with alliances, negative messages, money, money man, false person, older man. Something comes out about aggression or fighting. Gift, advisor, judge. It still feels to me like the file. And I'm getting here that this is, um, it's just more and very damaging stuff coming out about the files, about the e-files, right? EPS files. Hmm, okay. What about Putin? Because honestly, because the visions were to me very clear. When I see the visions, it feels very real to me. I don't know how else to explain it. But let's see what the cards say about this Putin situation. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see it. What about disappointment? He acts, but is disappointed. Deal, letter, changes. Uh-oh. Oh, something public. Answer, allies. It's not. He has. So he is disappointed with what the outcome may be. Expectation for a long time. So now, what is the baby thing? What is the baby? Oh, misfortune, big misfortune. Uh-oh, love. That's right. Mm, is it about, what is it about? Party, party, sick parties. Trip. So it's very interesting because it shows me, I know it's like it it's so hard to understand. No, it's not hard to understand. It's just like a weird connection. So I see here that there's a relationship between the what's in those files and the Ukraine war in the sense that it's like what is in the files is the truth about Trump and Putin, both of them. And the war is a way to distract, to kind of force the conversation to something else. And when the files come out, when the full truth comes out about all this, that's whenever it shows me that really the files are everything because it's about what's hidden and what's visible. And it's almost like, the kryptonite, remember the Superman thing? Like, it's the kryptonite for them. It weakens them immediately. So the war and the aggression is to make people afraid when in fact we shouldn't be afraid because truth empowers us. Okay, so and when this comes out, it's so interesting because at the same time, the cards kind of connect that both this like there's this appointment here from Putin in terms of the agreement that he pushed that is not going to go ahead, obviously, but also the discomfort of the files coming out. So he's pushing a lie, but the truth is what really hits him because those men are all about lies. So, oh wow. So what can we expect? Let's just set these cards. Gambling losses, military, theft. Okay. The stuff is saying there's no stopping the truth from coming out. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go and thank you for watching. Okay. All right. I'll see you tomorrow.